Hey guys, Dave here.
And I'm Len.
Welcome to Wargame Chat. Today we're going to talk about how much time a wargame should take to play. I'll start it out. I like the simpler games and the medium complexity ones, but I like the game to last an hour or maybe an hour and a half. Some games you can get away with having it only last like 25 minutes or something if it's like a micro game or a mini game or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, for like a big box game, I would expect it to last an hour to an hour and a half. The ones I don't like are the ones where you have to leave the game set up all week to play it and stuff because it takes like six hours to play or whatever. I just don't have time to do that. In the current house I live in, I can't leave anything set up because we only have one spare table to play games on. It's also our kitchen table, so I can't leave it set up or we won't be able to eat. So once I move, I'll be able to leave games set up. But right now, yeah, I can't really play those real long ones.
Yeah, this guy brought to mind, one time a friend of mine, we were playing Leipzig, the Battle of Leipzig, the Napoleonic game, big 2-map thing. We spread it out, we met like over 3 weeks, and we were only halfway through the game because we have hundreds and hundreds of units per side. Each side is hundreds and hundreds of dice rolling that we end up having to just give it up because he needed a table for Christmas. So that's the problem with sometimes if the game's too long. You never really get to play it. Or you have to be able to, we're thinking, well, if we had another couple weeks, we could probably finish this. I mean, I'm playing the Allies, and already we lost Blucher, so my attacks weren't... well, it was going a little faster because the Prussians weren't attacking as hard. So, but we still needed a couple more weeks.
Yeah, one thing I want to point out, though, even though at home I like the shorter games, at a convention a game you really want it to last 2.5 to 4 hours when beginners are playing it. So for that, yeah, you'd want a game that actually plays longer would work better at a convention because no one wants to schedule their 4-hour slot and they sit down and they play the game and it's done in 45 minutes and now what are they going to do for the next 3 hours and 15 minutes? So in that case you actually want a longer one.
Yeah, because actually I think with miniatures at convention sometimes it's hard because I had the opposite result is that after 4 hours you just barely got started. And it's like, in some conventions it's very strict. Okay, you gotta take it down now. So you never really got to complete it, and you feel disappointed. And problems also with miniatures, they like to throw in every building, every soldier they got. So sometimes it's not so much the size of the battle, the table, you have lots of soldiers to move, lots of soldiers to fight. And they don't die quickly in the set of rules that you're playing.
Yeah, one thing I want to point out with convention games also, you want to make... War games are about player elimination. The Euro players hate player elimination, but us as war gamers, that's our favorite thing. However, with a convention, let's say you got some game that has like 4 players. You don't want any of the players to be knocked out in the first half hour or something, because I mean, what are they going to do for the next 3.5 hours of that slot? So you want to play something where, it takes about an hour for the first player to be eliminated or whatever, and so on and so forth, just so no one wasted their time playing the game. I played a cowboy game once at Little Wars, and I think on the second turn, my cowboy got killed, and well, that's it for the game for me. I don't know, that took 10, 20 minutes or something. So.
Well, I remember a battle in the spaceship. After a few turns, I go into the room, get the... I didn't realize there's all those people there.
Is that one we played, that 15mm science fiction one?
Yeah, Space Hulk type thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, ray guns are deadly, so it's like zap. Okay, roll for that one. Whoop. Okay, 3 of them are dead. Oh wait, the first guy missed him, but the second guy got him. Second guy got him. All right. So, yeah, but the thing is with board games, sometimes a quick game. I remember when I had the Melee from Steve Jackson Games. What I always liked about it is sometimes you had an hour, you could play like 2 or 3 fights. And sometimes you need something really short like that. But on the other hand, if you're doing a battle, unless you totally screw up, it should last about an hour or so.
Gotcha.
I remember one also, GADW had a game, Elau, a Napoleonic battle. So, okay, this ought to be quick, I'll be done in a couple hours. And read some review about taking 8 hours. I was thinking, that can't be right. And, well, it did actually, for me, it was 7.5 hours. And what it is that most of the infantry is at 1-to-1, so you just, the best you do is you push them back 1 hex. The artillery does all the killing, but each roll you reduce it until the core gets down to demoralize. Then they can't attack, and you get a bonus when you attack. But that takes a while to roll down the line, and there was something like 40 turns, so yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell how long a game will be. But this was a game, I think it was over Christmas weekend, so I had time to play a couple hours every day. And on the other hand, when I did Siege of Jerusalem, I knew that would be up for a long time. I'll never play that one again. That's too hair-raising.
Yeah, I remember one game I liked, but it took a long time to play, was, what was that from GMT Games? I can't remember the name of it. It was an airplane game, and you're going around bombing, what's the name of that mission they did to bomb China?
Doolittle Raid?
Yeah, the Doolittle Raid, that's what it was. That one, it was a decent game, but it just took forever to play the full game. That I had when I lived in a condo, and I had a spare table where I could keep stuff set up. And I mean, that was set up for like 3 or 4 days while I was playing it out.
So,
but
yeah, I think game designers should think in terms with if the game goes more than an hour and a half, you might want to rethink things, because actually the shorter the game is, the more likely it'll get played.
Yeah, and played more often.
Yeah, because like I said, Siege of Jerusalem, no, I will never play that again.
There's one type of game where it always lasts, not always, but it usually lasts too long, are those Columbia block games where you just keep building new units and it just goes on forever and ever. And it's like once you get to the point where the opponent's got more units than you, it's unlikely you're going to be able to get ahead of them again. So it's like you're kind of just like playing
you're risk.
You're just waiting to be defeated. You know what I mean? Yeah. And each turn you'll build a few units less than the other guy, and then eventually you're defeated. But those ones just take too long. I mean, the Columbia block games, the rules are good, and the components are good because they're blocks and stuff. They just take too damn long.
All right.
But got anything else?
Now that's always keep in mind when you're designing a game that it shouldn't be too long. After a couple hours, if it lasts more than a couple hours, make some changes. So.
All right, that's all we got, guys. Have a good one.